Hello, everybody. Welcome to the video. Yeah. So, as you could probably tell from the title of this video, it's a video that's an update to the climate change video. I said video more than I needed to. Okay. If it sounds like I'm filming in a, or not film, if it sounds like I'm recording in a corner, it's because I am. So that's a fun fact about me. So we're gonna view the video. And yeah, and we're gonna make some comments. I have some notes here. I don't know if you're able to. Let's do this.
Hi everyone. So you may have heard of this little thing called global warming or climate change. And I care about it. I haven't really done anything too active to stop it as I am a child, but
Could have phrased that
I'm
better,
aware
but
of
we're
it, and
just gonna...
I want there to be the solution. Plus, part of the problem is that we have a solution in mind. It's just that the people in power.
I don't know if y'all heard that. My stomach was making some noises. I feel like this video, I did phrase it a lot as if there's like a singular the vaccine that'll heal the earth. But you know, that isn't the case. But I guess what I meant more is that we understand what like kind of things we're supposed to do to help the problem, right? Like reduce the amount of energy we use and use more renewable energy for things. Oh, another note that I forgot to mention. Climate change is linked to COVID-19. Like, well, in a few ways, like, whoops, the effects of it will affect, they have a lot of effects that, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes, like, different aminals move in because of, you know, the changing climate, but in areas that we're not used to them, so then infections can get spread and things, and that's how things work. I don't know, listen to scientists and doctors. I'm a fooligan. That's the idea, is that we gotta get the government to listen to our governments, because we're not here to be, you know, centric here. What am I saying? I don't... Or anyway.
Or the industry, the government, won't put it in place.
Once again, I'm talking about it like there's a
So I'm here to talk about it a little bit. This is the
heal.
standpoint of a 14-year-old. It's not, I don't know, I'm not the most qualified. Also, I'm filming this, the second day of
Oh yeah.
that kinning thing I wanted to do.
Unrelated, but that's a good face to pause on. Unrelated, but that was back when I didn't really know much about kinning. But now I'm a silly Bobipus kinny, so that's pretty fun. I'm pretty casual kinny, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not a spiritual kinny, really. I just relate to characters. Continue.
So, okay. Global warming. Let me break it down a little. So we all know let me backtrack. So when videos like these are uploaded, sometimes people encounter them and get a bit startled or concerned. And I am one of those people who kind of get scared and worried. So I don't want to make it that way for you, so I'm going to try to be a bit optimistic in this video and because the main thing we're trying to do now is put pressure on the government and the industry
There's multiple industries that are involved.
To help with the solution.
Actually, give me a moment to I guess there are multiple industries involved with this sort of thing, but one I wanted to bring up was actually things, what? Hold on. Yo, my stomach. Am I okay? Alright. I accidentally stumbled upon a subliminal yesterday, or a couple subliminals, and I watched them. Is that affecting my stomach? Is that have anything to do? I don't know how. I was looking for scene core stuff, and I found a scene core subliminal, and I was like, oh. And I didn't know what it was, and then I realized, and I was like, huh. Interesting. So, and then I watched one about eyelashes, because I was like, huh. Anyway, so one of the industries that is, like, quite, like, not good for the environment, and also is just, like, unethical in terms of, labor, is the fast fashion industry, which is its own can of worms. Fast fashion is basically, like, fashion, like cheap and quickly made fashion so it can get out there quickly, like to fit the trends and whatever. So like Forever 21, which is not not a thing anymore, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, I'm sorry. H&M, Urban Planet, does Urban Outfitters count? I don't know. I don't know things, I'm sorry. And yeah, those are not ideal because they're trying to get produced and out there quickly. You know, they're gonna take not so good ways to produce them. I actually have a couple videos that I quite, that actually, I don't know, were interesting to watch. What was it? It was, I'll put them in the description. I'll put the two videos in the description. They're by the same person, and I'm sure there's other ones, but those are the two I saw that I thought summed it up pretty well. Yeah. What is this video? Okay.
And all that jazz. So yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, hold on.
Back to where I was.
Whoops. Okay, hold on. I have another thought that's just kind of random. I wrote a note. Okay, I'm not really reading my notes very well, but I did write a note, and it just says communism/socialism OWO? Question mark? And underneath there's like a little sub note that says capitalism reliant on money, because it is. I don't even know all that much about communism and or socialism, or socialism to really have a definite statement on them, but I think I can agree that capitalism is not ideal because of the reliance on money, and that, you know, the money can be gathered in unethical ways, like, you know, fast fashion, which is very much motivated by money, because that is how capitalism works. I don't know, that's its own dealio. Sorry, my nose is running. I should be taking medication, but I don't like swallowing pills because it makes me uncomfy. Well, not uncomfy, it's just difficult for me to do. That's why I take Flintstones vitamins still. I got some expired ones for a while, and I don't know if they're using a new recipe, but like they taste different now. They kind of taste more flavorful, which is nice. And like the orange ones aren't kind of gross like the other ones. Sorry, orange ones. So that's just a thought. Anyway,
I was starting there. So it's global warming. Most of us know its impacts of, you know, flooding and the temperatures and the bad weather and the bad air, and it's.
Yeah, and I mentioned that that also, you know, affects all sorts of different things. It affects, you know, like it can cause infections and because I mentioned the COVID and that, yeah, and that sort of thing, and that's just, yeah,
it's a spicy thing. And yeah, that's just all pretty bad. Bill Nye did a thing even about it. Bill Nye cursed because it was so bad. So I'm just saying.
I forgot
just saying.
I watched this video last night and I forgot about it.
But I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about what am I gonna talk about? I have a couple points here on. Okay, so I'm gonna just go over some things that I wrote that just like I wanted to share. This video isn't structured at all. Once again, I am a 14-year-old.
I'm a 15-year-old, so
this is just me rambling about things I'm worried about on the topic of this. The economy.
The economy.
Economy. Woo. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to mention the economy. I know some people worry about like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I don't know. I kept repeating. Oh no.
If you get the renewable energy, where's all our money's gonna go? Where's the profitable industry? It's gone. Like, it'll be gone if we don't fix it. Just saying. That was...
Okay. Sorry, oh my gosh, I have so much snot in my schnoz in my... Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I started hearing the music and it was weird. Oh, my battery's 69. Nice. Okay. Yeah, as it pertains to the economy, yes, you know, like if we were to go to renewable energy, and, you know, get rid of the oil, gasoline, whatever it's called, industry and whatnot, yes, jobs will be lost, but there will also be new job opportunities in, you know, the renewable energy field. And obviously it's not easy, but, you know, as I mentioned in the video, even though it was more salty and not as constructive, I think still we do kind of, there's some salt in there because it's been mentioned over and over again that, you know, like, it's, what I said. Anyway.
Such a professional way to answer that. I'm sorry, but this is gonna turn into a rant video at some point, so it's okay.
Dude, that's okay.
And then some people are like, hey, wait a minute, wait a minute. I am so obnoxious. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. What? But
I don't know whose art that is in the background. I should credit them. I'm sorry. I'll find it. I'll put it up on the screen.
Energy, like, isn't good. Like it won't work that well. Like your solar panels, like they won't work in snow during winter. I don't know. They're getting better, and also like the snow will reflect more light. So it'll still work in winter. Do you not know how light works? Okay,
Okay. Two things. One, yeah, to my knowledge, I think it should be fine in snow. Like, still, yeah, various things that can be done about that anyway. And other sources of energy that we can kind of use. I don't know, Oh, and two, I just got snot all over my hands, so I'm going to blow my nose. Hold on. Okay, hello. Sorry, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, okay.
And then some people are like concerned, but the jobs, where are the jobs gonna go? Yeah, I don't have an answer for that one actually. Then again, there won't be jobs if we're all dead. Just saying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. More on the business side, yeah. Some people
Sorry, I started to zone out because I didn't have a response because I was just watching the video. Yeah, so as it pertains to... Okay. So as it pertains to that, what did I say again? Oh, right, so, yeah, so, jobs. Wait, I just talked about jobs. If you're concerned about, what? Sorry, I think I just talked about that, about jobs. Okay, sorry. I don't know if I'm gonna like edit it out, but I just went silent for a while because my brain decided to not. Am I dissociating? You know, that's actually a good question. I don't know the answer, but anyway.
Are like, oh, it's fake, guys. Don't support it. Give me money. Don't like, it's fake. Give me money. It's fake, guys. And some people believe it, so that's wacky. This video isn't for them, but don't do that. It's not.
Yeah. Listen to scientists. That is a note that I wrote down. Listen to scientists. Please. You know, maybe we should be a little more concerned about this. Yeah.
It's very do you know how much scientific evidence there is that is real? Obviously, science isn't perfect. It's definitely been wrong, or some studies have been wrong, yeah, but I don't think this one is. We're just saying. And they're also like, oh, but it's cleaning all the oceans and clean the air. It's like too much money. Like, I gotta say money. But you could save more money if you were alive. So there.
Yeah, so when the Notre Dame was on fire, like a lot of money, I don't know how much money, but I'm sure thousands, probably more than that, of dollars were being put into for repairs and stuff. And I remember I'd seen a couple people kind of talking about it, and kind of going like, you know, this is, you know, like I get fixing it, but also you could use some of this money to like clean out oceans and clean out like forests and whatever, you know, clean out these environments that have been polluted. Like I think recently there was an oil spill that is people are donating to clean up and such, which I should do actually, because I have like $1 something left on a gift card. I don't know what this video is. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm sorry.
Just saying. I don't know what it is. Are you just not taking it seriously? Do you not think it's this urgent? Because it's pretty urgent. There won't be money to save. Bucko. Continuing. So.
Okay, so another thought about that is, I think part of it is corporations or like, you know, industries, whatever I want to phrase it as, I don't know, like the heads of them, like CEOs or whatever, CEOs of them or whatever, being, wanting kind of this constant growth and this constant money making, which isn't really attainable. Like, what am I saying? If that makes sense, like, if it's sustainable, then you can kind of have this constant, like, thing going on, but if it isn't, then it is. I don't know what it, does this make sense? Like, okay, let's talk about the lorax real quick. So, the lorax, right? I really, Shathid, my gosh. Okay. Y'all know the story of the lorax, right? Maybe. Well, I don't know how to phrase it. I'm just gonna play a clip of Sarah Zed talking about it in a video not quite related to what I'm talking about. You should watch the video though. I'll also put that in the description.
The original Lorax picture book, written by Dr. Seuss, came out in 1971, and a hand-drawn TV movie adaptation of it produced by Seuss himself came out the next year. The book and movie were fairly similar and were short and straightforward. If you're one of the 2 people who don't already know about the book, it basically centered around a beautiful, pristine valley full of nature and trees and all things good. A faceless character called the Onceler shows up and wants to cut down the trees to self-needs, which are pretty much just a representation of consumer goods in general. They're not something the local people seem to have been in desperate need of before the Onceler showed up, but they're easy to sell and easy to make money from. This forest guardian called the Lorax tries to convince him to stop, but the Onceler quickly grows his business into a large factory. It quickly destroys the local area, driving the nearby creatures out because of pollution and a lack of available food and trees to live in. The Onceler is obsessed with growth and making everything bigger, and by the time the last tree is cut down, the valley is completely destroyed. The Lorax leaves, and years later, the Onceler gives a young boy the last seed, with the message, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. It's a fairly simplistic, straightforward take on environmental degradation for the sake of profit in a way that's easy for children to understand and directly implicates the future generation to be involved in protecting the environment later in their lives. As catchy as How Bad Can I Be is, it was originally going to be this much darker rock opera song called Biggering with way more interesting lyrics about how greed and the logic of constant infinite growth and never being satisfied works.
So, yeah, that's how, what is happening to my voice? Yeah, that is, I feel like maybe is the mindset of quite a few of, like, these people that are, like, heads of the industries, and they think that that is a thing that they can do, but, like, if they want to do that, they gotta be sustainable. So, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Another thing, now this one's more about a concern I have, and it's called the future. The thing is, global warming is pretty spooky, you know? The impacts are pretty spooky. There's, you know, and that's not good, and it's not good. And part of the impacts is death. Not instantaneous, but just like death in general, like,
I mean,
so I don't want that for my future. I don't want a future where that becomes the norm, because there are a lot of kids out there, and people my age, people younger, people older, people who are just starting adulthood, who are concerned about this probably, or like, who wanted a future, who had a plan, or maybe a minimal, or we're just like, I want a future. I want to do something with myself. At some point, I want to live, but then now they're concerned that they can't, because this thing that some people won't fix.
Yeah, as I mentioned, there's I keep phrasing it as if there is a thing, but you know, and I think I correct myself a little bit in this video anyway, and I did in that other video that you don't need to watch because it's really boring, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know, I don't really have much to add to that. That is, yeah, that's a statement. I guess I wanted to add maybe my experiences, which are more, I guess, just how, like, this concern affects me, because I mentioned in the video that I do care about this sort of thing, and I try to, do things, like I try to do my part as like a citizen, right? That's the term, yeah? To like try to live a more sustainable life, which, I mean, I'm trying, and once again, I still recommend those 2 videos I mentioned that are in the description, because that sort of relates to it, and it's, yeah, like trying to, you know, the reduce, reuse, recycle rule, and trying to reduce the amount of things that I use and buy, or the amount of things that I buy and you know, the amount of energy I use and that sort of thing. And reuse the things that I have. I can repurpose them and use them for different things. I like to make like sort of doll houses or doll mini things, and I keep cereal boxes for the cardboard or the poster board. Is that what they're called? Paper board, poster, paper, cardboard. And I actually have quite a few of them in my room, and I gotta do something with those, so I should do that. And then, you know, recycle, which is something that you people do a lot, getting, you know, recyclable materials and whatnot. I will say there are some tips. What did my brother just say? Okay. There is, you shouldn't be, like, getting a lot of things once again and just recycling them all, because that still does use energy, that still does kind of contribute, if you are doing it a lot, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of people focus on the recycle aspect, which you shouldn't be using a lot of things and then just constantly recycling them. I mean, it's good to recycle if you have a thing that you're not using anymore, but also, you know, you gotta pay attention to the reduce and reuse. Try to reuse it, which sort of ties into recycling, but, you know, reuse things. And then, you know, maybe if that's not useful anymore, you're just not able to, then you can recycle it, you know. And then reduce. Try not to get as many things, so you don't have to recycle as many things. And yeah. And that's just, yeah, that's like a general rule of thumb for a lot of things. You know, so just in life, like, the clothes, I don't know, or like, which the two videos are related to, or like, furniture, I don't know, other things. So, yeah, that's,
Won't help to fix, I should say. It's not an instantaneous thing, but it'll definitely help. Then we can... I read about this, off track, but I read about this machine. This university is, building a machine, working on, like, a prototype for a machine that can take water from the oceans and put it on the ice caps, like, and then you got some new layers, because it'll freeze, which is pretty nice. I think this is a good idea. Anyways,
yeah, sorry. I will say, I remember I read about it, because I think it was like a couple years ago, I had read about it in class. I received a message on TikTok, okay. I read it a couple years ago, in class, because I think we were reading, like, news report thingies, and I saw that, and I was like, whoa, hey, that's a smart idea, and of course it would cost quite a bit of money to fund, but I mentioned the funding thing, it's a balancing act, and, you know, I'm just saying, maybe if you put a little more money into this sort of thing, just an idea, it's okay. I don't know what government I'm talking to, maybe my own, maybe other ones, but like, do y'all hear that car? Okay, but, you know, I'm just saying, that's an idea. So yeah, that's, anyway.
Yeah, that's just useful, you know, I don't know. And then you know, the solar panels and the wind. So yeah, we've made some good strides in finding, like, renewable energy that's sustainable. But anyways, getting sidetracked. I want a future. That's all I'm saying. If we don't put these things in, people won't have futures, because they'll definitely have trouble
that audio
living a pleasant life when the norm is death. I don't think the effects will get, like, real oof. Like always oof.
What I meant by that is,
like
Venus.
right when I'm an adult, you know?
Well,
but
Mars is okay.
they're pretty oof already. There's enough people dying. We don't really want that many people dying. Fix, please, thanks. So yeah, this is my tip talk. Thanks for watching this half-assed video. Maybe the visuals will have saved you from my rambling. I thought it would be good to make this. See you guys later in another Shut Up My Child video. I don't know what video's after. Oh, it's the kidding one. That's what it is. Maybe another one. Comment down below if you want another video.
Oh. Is this promo? Okay. That was the video. I have a couple other things I want to mention, and I guess it's, what we can do as citizens. And I think, as I mentioned, try to put pressure on governments to take more action, to do more about this, and put more money into this sort of thing. And another thing is to donate and sign petitions. Some people aren't able to donate, so, that's its own thing, which kind of ties into the communism/socialism, question mark, note that I made. But, just take that with take that with a sickle and hammer, comrades. Oh yeah, sorry, my brain. But you can sign petitions. I usually just go on change.org. I don't recommend you donate to change.org though, because they usually put the money in to, advertise the... What was that? Anyway, I believe they, to my knowledge, it's mainly put into sort of sharing the petition more, which, but not necessarily into the person who created the petition, or the group that created the petition. So, yeah, and I'm sure there's other places. I'm sure you can look up, petitions to sign, and then, the subject or whatever. And yeah, that's the thing that you can do. And, trying to live a more sustainable life, and that sort of thing, which also once again ties into the videos I suggested that I think have a better, they talk more about as it pertains to clothing and fashion and whatnot, but you could also use that just in general. And okay, here's a random note that I wrote that's kind of cryptic, but it has to do with it, which is compassion and greed are part of being human. I'm gonna let you try to tie it together in the comments below, everybody. This is an essay now, okay? Yeah, I don't know what else to say, actually. I think I got most of my points I wrote down. I don't know, yeah, I think I got most of my notes down. I've been recording for more than 40 minutes, so... this will be a doozy to edit, but that's okay. I think I got most of what I wanted to say. If there are other points that you would like me to mention, because I probably forgot some things, then please let me know. And I'll answer them in the comments, or maybe another video if that's enough, but, yeah, sorry for coming back with sort of a... I tried to be a little light in this video, but, a video with quite the topic. My next video, I don't know what it will be, but I think it'll be a more fun video. I wanted to do another roleplay reading again, because I forgot to do that. It's been, thank you for watching this video, and, yeah, see ya.